Hello everyone and welcome to another squad builder from me, and today I have an awesome squad to show you guys, featuring not one, not two, not three, but 5 team of the season players, as well as a man of the match card thrown in there as well, and a few informed cards as well. So what a beast squad this is, guys. Really glad to show you this, or really excited to show you this squad, sorry. And we are working with the classic 3-5-2 formation. And before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to the following people: SAS645, Gilly FIFA, and DJ Derps for lending me a few of these players in this squad. If these people didn't lend me a couple of these players, this video would not be possible for you guys, so I really do appreciate them lending me him. And make sure you check out their YouTube and Twitter links down in the description below. And so let's get started. So for a goalkeeper, we have team of the season Moraes or Moraz. So sorry if I pronounced him wrong. I don't watch the League of All Jesus, so I have no clue how to pronounce his surname or even his first name. I think it's Otto. But anyway, yeah, so he has some fantastic stats. Look at those stats, guys. 87 diving and reflexes being a few of them. But in game though, I do have a mixed opinion about him really. At first when I got him, I actually hated him, I just didn't really like playing with him at all. But after playing a few more games with him, he did start to grow on me a bit, and overall I don't really like him enough, so he just simply conceded too many goals for my liking, guys. So especially close range, just to notice that his reflexes were really poor in particular. That really just stood out for me how bad they were, and just like how slowly he reacted to even some shots like aimed directly at him, straight to the goal. Just he didn't save. Some headers in particular really shocked me. So I wouldn't really recommend him based on that, especially for the fact that he goes for over 100k as well, as I paid 127,000 coins for my one. So there are many goalkeepers out there you can get instead as well, like who are much cheaper, even like those which are under 1,000 coins, who are just way better than him. So there's definitely more options for you guys instead of getting this guy for your team. So introducing our defence now anyway, and we first have for our three centre backs. So our first centre back is team of the season Nicholas Nkulu, and just look at some of those stats there, guys. 82 pace and 88 defending being the main ones. And I loved his non-inform. I didn't try his upgraded because I think the upgraded came out a couple of days after I tried the non-inform. I love the non-inform, really good, really solid. So imagine the team of the season one, how that picture that in your mind, if you've used him, of course. So of course there's definitely an upgrade in my opinion. I definitely felt an upgrade, and he's just such a beast centre back. In game just absolutely phenomenal, so solid. He has so many interceptions and tackles. His strength as well, there's some tackles he may just push the player literally almost to the floor just to take the ball off him. Just really impressed me so much. Definitely go and buy this guy for your squad, guys. You're really gonna love him, and mark my words, he's definitely worth every single coin, and you will not regret buying him. And a massive thanks to Backstab Gilly as well for lending me him for a couple of hours. His channel link will be down in the description below for you guys to go and subscribe to him. And on to our next centre back now, we have team of the season Mangala. And again, look at some of those stats also. 85 heading, 84 defending, to name a few there. And also he's an amazing centre back. I didn't try his non-inform, I don't think. No, I didn't try it. I can't remember trying it anyway. So this is the first time I'm using him, and he's absolutely phenomenal as well. Him and Nkulu work so well together, even though they're not exactly in the same league or whatever, but they still get 9 but they work fantastically together. And I just love the fact he got stuck into tackles for me as well. He uses his strength very well, and also just like Nkulu, but I found Nkulu's strength to be better, but he definitely still uses strength to get into tackles, and in particular he made so many more tackles than interceptions. There's another centre back in this squad which made the interceptions, but yeah, just the tackles he made are absolutely phenomenal. Can't fault him at all. Just all the opinion I have about him is completely positive, guys. So I only paid 102k for him as well on the Xbox, and I would say he's actually worth it, because I know 100k is quite a lot, but it's actually quite cheap considering a team of the season player, guys. Remember, it's a team of the season, he's worth, and he only cost about 100k, so it's definitely really cheap considering that. So definitely go and buy him again, definitely worth the coin. So on to our last centre back now, we have Gary, and he has 85 defending and 80 heading, and he surprised me just how good he was actually, as I didn't really have any high expectations for him at all. And he made 2 tackles in particular in the box. You really can see it now in the background, and I know definitely for a fact that saved me from conceding the goal, as you can see in the background there, because he's just about to shoot and then he just makes that last ditch tackle. So very impressed with him in that, and he only cost me 14k as well. Complete bargain. Definitely go and get him for your squads as well, and you won't regret him if you go and get him as well. Don't worry about the pace, his positioning is perfect, but you don't need to worry about the pace, which is great. So On to our midfield now, and we have man in the match Christian Atsu for our left mid. And with that 93 pace, he does come into great use. But really, apart from that pace, there's really nothing much to him really. Like, just didn't find him didn't get the ball that much. Just that's the only good thing about him basically, guys. Just that 93 pace, he's just fast when he does get the ball. But he has 3-star skills, so you know you can't do most of the skills which I want to do with him, just apart from the roulette really. And he just scored the 1 goal, contributed to 1 assist for this team as well. And I didn't really find him that great this time, as I used him in my previous squad builder a few months back as well. In that squad I found him a bit better, but even then he wasn't the best of players, and just here was even worse. So he only cost me 300k, sorry, he only cost me 30k on the other hand, so really it's not that expensive for a man in the match card as well. So moving on to our first centre defensive win now anyway, we have inform Montinho, and he has 3-star skill moves and 4-star refutability, and he scored just the 1 goal for me in this team, mainly because he was playing centre defensive mid. And he's actually quite good defensively. I wasn't really expecting him to be that good defensively because of his stats, but even though they're kind of all-round perfect stats, I just found him like you just think he's going to be better attacking me because of it. And he's just a fantastic centre defensive mid to have in this team really. And I picked him up for 22,000 coins as well on the Xbox. So moving on to our next centre defensive in now, and we have team of the season TOTS GONALONS. And just look at those all-round perfect stats there, guys. You can play him anywhere in the field. That's what I really love about him. Even as a striker, you can put him up front if you want because of the stats. That's what I really love in particular. But you could just include him any midfield position, you know, or centre position really. But anyway, he has 3-star skill moves and refutability, and he was also a fantastic player for me, especially going forward as he scored 1 goal from outside the box there. But defensively, I didn't really notice him make any tackles or interceptions, unfortunately. So I wouldn't really recommend that you try him out as a centre defensive mid. Like, we'll put him in your squad as a centre defensive mid, maybe as a cam or centre forward, even striker if you want. You know, just try him up as a more attacking position, or even just centre mid. But I didn't notice him make a single tackle interception, so it's a bit false economy really, including him in that position. So I did indeed put him from DJ Derps on Twitter as well, so make sure you give him a cheeky follow as well. I would really appreciate that. And now I'm moving on to our right mid now. We have Inform Matthew Valbuena, and he has 4-star skills and 3-star refutability, and he's very good for going forward in particular, guys. Fantastic ball control, and that 4-star skills helps a lot in particular with that. And his shooting is okay, I suppose, not the best of finishers in the game, but he does get the job done after all. And unfortunately he only scored 1 goal for me as well, as he wasn't really good going up front, maybe because he was in the right mid position, because I always find right mids or left mids and never go up front as much as you want them to compared to if they were in a wing. So yeah, that could be why he didn't go up front. But you know, when he did go up front, you know, on the wing, when he was on the wing, it was fantastic, very, very good. And I only paid under 20,000 coins for him as well, so really not too bad considering he's an inform in particular. And for my last midfielder now, we have team this season Diamante, and again some phenomenal stats on him as well. 89 dribbling and 84 shooting being a few of them there. And he has 4-star skills and refutability, and he scored 3 goals for me in this team as well. And what a great player he is, fantastic, just absolutely phenomenal. Amazing finishing in particular and ball control. And also this combines with his 4-star skill moves to produce some deadly results. And a massive thanks to SA645 for lending me him for just a couple of hours. His links will be down in the description below for you guys to check out as well. So on to our strike force now. For our first striker, we have Mario Balotelli, and I decided to stick with the non-inform just because of convenience really, guys, because you know the inform one, it wasn't the price I could afford him, but just there wasn't many on the market. I just couldn't bother to price tag ball and stuff like that. I just wanted to really just play this squad and get started really, so that's why I just started with non-inform. So he has 4-star skills and refutability, and he scored 4 goals in the process as well. Unfortunately he didn't score some amazing goals this time. In fact, quite a lot of them are just tap-ins unfortunately, so quite disappointing in that, but it's just the luck of the draw really. There was only 1 decent goal I suppose, but you guys need no introduction as to how good he is in this game. So yeah, he only cost me 6,000 coins. And moving on to our last striker now, so we have Gabbiadini, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never used him before, or never even heard of him before, so and he's only in here really for chemistry reasons, to be honest with you guys, because I wanted to include so many other better players in him, but I couldn't because Diamante only gets 7 chemistry. So yeah, and he has 3-star skills and refutability, and he was actually very poor for me. He didn't score any goals at all, and he only just got 1 assist for the team. There's really nothing to say about him apart from negativities really. He's just so useless in striker, just He's just so useless. He just plays like a bloody defender in the striker position. It's awful. So I won't recommend him as a result, guys. And he only cost me just over 1,000 coins as well. Now, overall, the squad actually isn't one of the best squads I've used, so it's quite surprised me really, because I had high hopes for some of the players in the squad. For example, like Christian Atsu. I know he wasn't great in one of the other squads I used him, but I expected him to be around the same or even better. But it's actually kind of worse than the last squad I used him in, so he's just one of the players' example. So it's quite a shame really. So therefore, I'm going to give his squad a rating out of 7 out of 10. And that's the end of this awesome squad builder, guys. So I really do hope you've enjoyed my detailed review of all the players along the way. If you did, then please do leave a like, rating and subscribe to the channel, as well as make sure you follow me on Twitter as well at InsaneGamer94. And also don't forget to check out some of those who lent me those players as well for this squad. Without their generosity, this video would not be possible. Cheers guys, and thank you very much for watching. Paul Coles or David Corcoles for us right back. I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that name, by the way, guys. And anyway, David joined Valencia from Hercules in 2003, and he made